What's up, YouTube? We back with another video, another reaction video. And today we got a thief. Teen Wawa employee caught in cash and gift card scam. Dad's a detective. If her daddy is the detective, that is some wild shit to do stuff. That is some wild stuff to do. I cuss a lot. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, get on YouTube with that type of energy because I don't want them to flag my video. So let's get into it. Let's see what the thief got going on.
This is 19-year-old Tamaya Diasia.
19.
On August 15th, 2025. West Palm Beach police responded to a call from a Wawa store in reference to an employee caught in theft. The investigation reveals that Tamaya has voided 76 transactions in taking cash and gift cards totaling at least $750. Tamaya ran out of the store after being confronted by her boss about the theft. But watch what she tells police when they...
You gotta know, you gotta know, eventually you're gonna get caught. 76. You got the 10 and was like, it's no, she got the 5 and thought it was sweet. Super duper sweet. And then look at her face. She's scared. If you don't want to do the time, don't do the crime.
They finally catch up with her a few weeks later.
Oh, she been scared.
766 ready out the payment.
Hello. Is the manager back there? Yeah.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
She was scared as hell.
Did she leave?
She sprinted out the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She went booking it.
What did she take? Do you know?
So at this one, she does a gift card, and she brings the gift card through, and then doesn't put any cash in the till. And then there were other incidents where she voids items and then puts the cash underneath her.
Is it
cell phone.
employee?
An employee.
Oh, it's an
Yeah.
employee. Okay. Did you guys just like confront her about it today or something?
So
or how did...
yeah, loss prevention was on the phone with her, and then
Okay.
before he could even get her to give a statement, she went booking it.
You gave her a statement over the phone?
Yeah.
Okay. She was working here.
She was working today. Yeah.
And all these incidents, did you have it on video?
That's the thing, though. If it's any of y'all out there that's young like her, teenagers, whether you over the age of 18 or under the age, y'all gotta know that if y'all keep getting away with something when you know and you feel like you should have been caught, it's too sweet, they building the case. And that's gonna make it worse.
Okay.
So a lot of these are voids. So she would bring the customer through,
Okay.
void it,
And then
and
what?
then take the money
Okay. And do we?
instead of cashing out the customer.
So she would ring him up, act like they were ring him up, void it out of the register, and
They
then
would
take
give her the money,
Right.
and then she would void it,
out of the register,
yeah,
and then take the
cash
money.
it out,
And
then
she would
keep
take the cash.
Yeah. So the way she does is she's sneaky. She puts, so that if they need a receipt, she'll put like a cup of ice in, which is 50 cents. So it's still rolling
Got
something
you.
through the register, and then she'll just void the other item that she's taken the money.
Okay, hold on.
So she brings up, so a customer gets 2 cartons of cigarettes.
And then that's repetitive behavior, so you gotta know somebody is gonna catch on to that. If they're really paying attention, that's extremely repetitive. If you keep doing the same thing over and over, you gotta learn how to switch it up.
Newports,
2 Newports, okay.
and a large mixed fruit, and then she puts that cup of ice coat in. And then what she does is she'll cancel the customer paid cash.
Okay.
So she canceled before she hit cash. She canceled out the cartons of cigarettes,
She canceled out the cigarette?
Yeah.
Okay.
and then puts it in under like an unknown. But she canceled it, and then she just keeps the cash after she cashes it out.
Okay, and you said all this is on video?
Yeah.
And then she takes the cash out of the register, or?
Then she puts the cash on the left-hand side of the till,
Okay.
and then later on around like 8:42,
Mhm.
she'll do like a safe drop, where we have to drop our 20s and everything like that.
Okay.
And then she'll bundle up some of them and put them underneath her phone, and then the rest is on top while she's doing the drops.
Okay.
So she takes almost $200 there, $198.69.
Okay. She does. That's fine.
And there's more instances, but he's still
Okay.
because she's on register like a lot. But those are the ones he knows for sure. You can see it on camera, and it's obvious.
Got you.
I remember. Yeah, this is funny. So I worked at a gas station in Columbia, South Carolina. And if this video ever reaches my manager, I had a gay male as a manager at that gas station downtown. And I wasn't like familiar with how the gas and all that stuff worked because I was new. But I was there for a few weeks before I did this. The customer came, got gas, or I think they paid for their gas at the pump, and then it said negative $60. So when it said that on my register, I assumed that they were supposed to come in and get their money. Like, you know how you pump too much gas, but I wasn't thinking. But you know how you pump too much gas and you come, like, okay, so if you come in and you pay for your gas, you pump too much, you come in and get the extra change or whatever the case may be if you pay cash. Boom. If I'm not mistaken, I think they did come in and then it said negative $60. So I don't know why I thought that it saying that I was supposed to give that $60 back to the customer. But because that customer did not come back in as I so assumed, I had an apron. I flipped the apron up like this, and I had stapled it so I could have pockets. Now, I didn't do that to initially be a thief. I wasn't doing that. That wasn't running across my mind. But I just wanted to have pockets on my apron, and I didn't have none, so I made them. And because they didn't come back, I'm like, oh, I got a free $60. So yes, I slipped it. The camera was over me. So yes, I did slip it into my apron pocket that I made for myself. And my supervisor approached me about it, I think the next day, my manager. I think he approached me the next day or something like that. So when I got to work, the way he was talking to me, it was like he caught on. So it was like he couldn't figure it out because he couldn't directly see me on the camera. And that was her problem. She got caught on camera just doing the shit. But it was like he knew, but he couldn't prove it because you really couldn't see me on camera because of how slick I did that shit. How I was, I think I looked at the camera and seen the angle, and when I stood at the camera, at the register, I slipped it in my pocket to where you couldn't see on camera. So you can't prove that I took the $60 because you can't physically see me slipping it in my apron, if that makes sense. But he knew I had the pocket on there, so he just assumed, which he was right, he wasn't wrong, but whatever. I just said I'd give it back because I was finna get paid, so I just said I'd give it back, and I think I ended up quitting. I don't think I got fired, but I think I ended up quitting or whatever. But yeah, don't get caught on that camera, because if they can't see you physically, they can't prove it. They probably can prove it other ways, it depends, but that camera is going to tell the entire story, and people be doing that shit on camera and don't be giving a fuck.
And obviously you guys want to prosecute, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Police make a surprise visit to Tamaya's house a few weeks later.
Oh, damn. They caught you at the crib. Damn.
So am I at home by chance?
You had to know they was coming to the house. You was an employee. They got your information. Why didn't you hide somewhere else?
Tamaya?
Maya.
Yeah. We have this as her listed address.
She was like she finna lie.
No.
Timaya? Deasia?
What happened?
Is she here or no? Hey, Deasia.
She don't want to tell the police that she is.
How's it going?
In that house.
Hey, we gotta talk to you about something real quick. You're Deasia, right?
Deasia?
Yeah. Tamaya?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. If you don't mind setting that down for me.
I'm giving this to my grandma. What am I gonna do?
I'll explain. I'll explain to you. I'll explain to you. I'll explain to you. I'll explain everything. I'll explain everything to you, huh? Tell Sherry what's wrong.
She was stealing.
It's okay, ma'am.
Reese!
Ma'am,
Can you go
I'm
get
10,
Reese?
12 with 9 Alpha. We'll be switching to Division 1. I'll explain, ma'am. I'll explain everything to you.
She's gonna cry in the car.
To switch to 1.
I remember I got arrested. I
can you
cried
repeat
in the
your
car.
question?
Well, I
Thank you,
tried
ma'am.
to cry, but
We'll explain
tears
everything
would
to you,
come
okay?
out, and I was trying to cry
Yeah.
because I wanted to. I wanted to cry.
She probably made a silly mistake, so right now we have probable cause to detain her and arrest her for. I'm sure it's a silly mistake that she made, but I'll explain everything to you. I'll explain it.
Y'all know
Hey, how
what
are
she
you?
did.
Is that mom or are you sister?
Grandma.
Okay. Are you related to her or no?
I'm her girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
I knew it.
We're cool for it, thank you. So I don't know the details of the case, right? But at one point, she made a mistake. Involved some fraudulent activity, as far as I know, because I'm not the investigating officer.
Mhm.
But there's active probable cause for an arrest for her. Okay, so we make contact. I mean, if you like a follow up, we can give you a call back with more details. I'm sure she'll bond out and explain everything to you.
Fraudulent activity is
Yeah, like something with like I say, I'm not the investigating officer, but all I see is that she has an active probable cause for an arrest, so I go pick.
Look at her face. My girlfriend gonna know. She gonna know. Of course, I'm not gonna expect her to give me away and expect her to play dumb. But she know what her girlfriend did. She was playing dumb. As she should know. As she should. Play dumb for me, baby.
Anything on you? Can you stick me for
CSPC.
You have a problem?
Probable cause. We have probable cause to arrest her. That's why we came to pick her up. Good. You can get the details and explain.
Piece of car.
Just give him a second.
Piece of car. Thank you.
Mario, what happened? Mario, what happened, Mario?
Alright, go ahead and sit in the car.
She was already eating off that
Go
stuff.
sit in the car.
Where you at here, Mario?
It's in my wallet. I don't know.
She ain't gonna do it no more.
Are they supposed to tell me what?
10, 12, go ahead. Yeah, they'll let you know.
If she not out and
I don't
she
even
get
know.
out, she ain't gonna do it no more.
I don't even know what happened. I just came here to search you, that's all.
Yeah. So like I said, I'm not the investigating officer. I don't know the details of the case. Okay. Matter of fact, the detective that's working the case would like to talk to her, so I'm gonna bring her to the detective, and then we'll go from there. Okay.
Okay, so she being arrested?
Yeah. So right now she's under arrest. Yeah.
Like go to jail?
Yes, ma'am.
Like go to jail? No.
So she still has to get booked and go through the
to jail,
judiciary process. She gets booked, post bond, and then gets released. Hopefully, if everything checks out, I don't know if she's on probation for anything or anything like that. And then it's between the state attorney's office and the case, and her. All right.
You know your phone number?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I ain't got the
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean,
Once she gets booked into the county, they'll set a bond for her if there is one, depending on the circumstances and everything, like you explained, like if she's on probation, she's in any of the cases, anything like that. They'll set the bond, and then they'll know then when, like, how much it would be to post her bond again.
okay. Is she seatbelt then?
No.
Tiaja, I'm gonna put on the seatbelt. I'm gonna have you talk to the detective. Whatever questions you have, he's the man for the questions. Okay. I'm gonna go back a little bit. I'm gonna put on the AC for you. Okay.
That's the worst feeling ever, boy, to be in the backseat of that car. Handcuffed with your hands behind. That's so uncomfortable. Lord Jesus, that's the most uncomfortable feeling ever.
Tamaya is taken to meet the detective for an interview at a local hospital.
I'm Detective Palacios, overseer of the West Palm Beach Police Department. Okay, I'm a detective. I've been here almost 20 years. Okay, you understand that you have the right. You're under arrest, so you have the right to remain silent. You have the.
Yeah, I haven't read it.
So, I was assigned a case involving Wawa. My understanding is that you were an employee of Wawa, right? For about 4 months. What
They
happened
took her
there?
to the
They were
hospital.
basically saying like I was voiding something
Mm-hmm.
and
So,
putting it on a gift card or whatever. But
I'm sorry, Timaya, I didn't hear what you just said.
he said I was voiding something.
Voiding?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he tell you what you were voiding?
No. And then he was like asking me like what was I doing with the money that I was voiding with or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But I don't. You need a manager to void. I didn't know how to void or anything, so I didn't know what he was talking about. But then he was like, you do know what I'm talking about. And then he was like, oh, you've been voiding stuff and putting it on a gift card, some stuff like that. But the only thing that I've ever like, you listening?
I am listening. I just want to show you exactly what he's talking about. Go ahead.
So the only thing that I ever put on a gift card is like tips. And he never told me that I couldn't put my tips on the gift card.
How many times did you put your tips in a gift card?
How many times I ever got it tips? Hold on a second.
You need help?
No, that was just
Oh, okay.
how many times I got it tips?
About how many times? Estimated.
I get tips all the time.
1, 4, 5 times, 10 times. How many times have you put your tips?
I'm not putting my tips on no gift card, fool. She done sat in that car and created this law that don't even make a lick of goddamn sense. I said I wasn't gonna cuss. You done sat there and you could have did better than that. I don't know how long the drive was from your house to this emergency trauma, whatever. I don't even know why she's there unless the police station is connected. But you gotta know that don't sound right. If I'm getting cash tips, fool, I don't want my stuff on no gift card, fool.
Tips on a gift card.
Every time I get a tip, like I always get a tip. No matter how.
So if you get a $2 tip, you smacking it on the gift card. Stop. Alright.
How long I work when I work at college.
But can you estimate how many times did you get a tip?
Probably like. I didn't really start accepting. Well, I didn't really start knowing that I can get tips until Foye told me, and that was in August.
In August?
Yeah.
So you started receiving tips in August?
No, I was been receiving tips, but I didn't know that I could take the tips until an employee told me like, hey, you can actually get the tips instead of like putting it into Wawa. I was like, okay.
So let me tell you exactly what it is, so that we save time. I know this is very unconventional, because we're here. I'm working, this detail, and I want to be fair to you. Okay, I'm a reasonable person, but you voided a cup of ice 76 times.
A cup of ice?
You voided transactions and you charged for a cup of ice 76 times. Why did you do that? There's got to be an answer, because if you want me to be honest, hold on. If you want me to be honest with you, you got to be honest with me. So I think we're past, because we're past that. Okay, just remember, I've looked at video already, and I spoke that man's name. His name is David. David Newton. You guys were having a conversation, and when he brought up some of these allegations, you left.
Oh no.
You went to the bathroom and then you went home.
No.
So let me just to show you an example. All right. So this is your receipt. This is you. You were on the cashier. Do you recall this transaction? A lady purchased, and I know this is from July 6th, but a lady purchased a carton of cigarettes, 97.35, another carton of cigarettes, 97.35, and large bowl of fruit. You canceled the carton of cigarette, the fruit bowl, and you rung up a cup of ice. Do you recall that transaction? No? What if I told you?
I don't think she knows how inventory goes, and managers and supervisors or whoever is assigned the duty can see that they're not making money for the things that are being sold. She didn't know.
that you took the $200 that that lady gave you and you counted it on camera and you put that money to the side inside your drawer. Do you recall that?
Yeah, I recall. I always take money and put it in my drawer. Yes.
Okay, so why did you cancel those 3 items and the lady walked out with those 3 items?
Sir, like I told you, I was never trained on the register, and the register had a lot of counter problems. So if I did, no, I'm not gonna say if I did.
Do we agree that you canceled 3 items here, at least in this example?
I don't know.
When you look at your name and you look at the 3 items, do you see where it says cancel?
Yeah, I see what it says.
Right. So do we agree that you canceled those 3 items?
Cool days ever changed.
Like I said, sir, I was never trained on the register.
Right.
So
I know,
if
Timaya.
I took the money and I put it in the register, how?
I don't know. Timaya, you're the only person that has that answer. All I can do is be honest with you, so that if you're honest with me, I can let the state attorney's office know, listen, she was honest with me, and this is out of character for her, and I can do that. I cannot promise you anything, but I certainly can do that, and I will. I cannot do that because right now I'm leaning towards you're not cooperating. So, but you're not telling me the truth. You know why you're not telling me the truth? Because he gave me, it was 76 times that I counted, and he printed all of the receipts. So all of these receipts that I have here are, and then let me show you, are receipts that you for some reason, you canceled those transactions. So here's one with the gift card, right? So here, we see Timaya, we see the date, this was 8/1/2025. This man purchased a Heineken. Do you recall that? Huh? You recall it, or, I mean, I don't know. He purchased a Heineken, see the sale? Of a Visa, well, purchased a Heineken, then you canceled it, then you rung up a $100 Visa card. Do you recall that transaction?
Yes, sir.
No? Then, at that same time, you scan a gift card.
And any time I ever scanned a gift card was from my tips. And there's never a time where where a manager came behind me and counted my drawer, and my drawer was short of anything. I'm just saying.
It could be.
I'm just saying.
But you got $100 in tips that day?
You ain't know because they was building a case on your ass.
Yes, sir. Actually, I have proof of a lot of tips.
Okay.
And any manager.
And why did you then cancel 76 items? It's not
what
just
I'm trying
one.
to understand, sir. You guys said that you. Well,
Timaya, you have to be fair with me.
I'm trying to be fair with you. And I'm trying to be
you
direct.
gotta take some ownership.
No, listen, sir. I'm taking ownership. If
Yes.
I knew.
What's the ownership that
okay,
you're taking?
I'm taking. This is the ownership that I'm taking.
Yes.
If I wasn't trained on the register, right? I wasn't trained on the register, and I just told you that Wawa register does have a lot of problems. So where when you press certain stuff, it clears it out. Anybody that you talk to from Wawa,
okay.
if you go there to talk to them from Wawa, they will let you know that. Okay. 76. I'm confused as to why
76 items.
76 items of ice.
Yes. No. You cancel. So let me show you receipts. Here's another receipt. You cancel all of those items.
And where did the money
You know what
go
you were
on the
doing?
camera?
You took the money.
You took the money.
How did you say that I took the money?
You canceled it 26
the
times.
money.
Okay, you said 76.
Yeah. When I count, so for the record, I have a staple, but here's
76 slices of paper says
receipt.
that you canceled.
You don't have to count it. I'm
No,
asking.
I'm just gonna show you. It's everything they give me.
cups of ice.
Canceled. Sale of a cup of ice. You were very good at it, Timaya. Actually, I want to tell you, you were very good at it. Even in your mannerisms. I even told Miss Broxton, I think Broxton, I said, she's very good. She's very good at the cashier. Like, you're very smooth.
No, I actually.
Here, cancel, 50 cents cup of ice.
Okay,
Hold
no.
on.
Okay, you're showing.
So it's 76
okay,
times.
you said 76
That's not
times.
an accident.
No, I never said it was an accident, did I? No,
But
I never said it was an
you're
accident.
not taking ownership.
But I don't know what you want me to take ownership in.
I want to know where the money went.
Okay, you
What
want to know where the
happened?
money? Okay,
Yes.
You want to know where the money? Where? If you see me put the money in the register, then what do you mean where the money went?
No.
And then if I canceled it 76 times, if I canceled it 76 times, and you said that I rung up a gift card for $100 and something, what are you like? You're trying to say
For
the
$100.
$100? Are you trying to say that that's where the money went? I'm just asking.
No, Tamara, this is what I'm not going to allow you to do. I'm telling you the truth with, there's a police report
I know about the police
Oh,
report.
okay. So it's up to you how much you want to talk to me. There's a police report that they did. Mr. He's a certified fraud examiner. He did his investigation, and after he did that, he calls the police.
Okay.
So when I
And then
show
he
up,
talked to me.
let me finish.
Okay, right.
So when I show up, he already has video and he has
footage.
receipts.
Okay. And now I'm asking you, on the video, did you ever see me take the money? Yes or no?
Yes.
You never.
You took $200
Sir.
from this right here.
Sir.
And that
Sir,
you have.
answer this question.
Tamaya,
You never seen.
answer my question.
Yes.
You asked me a question and I was truthful. I saw you count the
$200. And where did I put the money?
You put them in. So if this is the drawer,
Uh-huh.
you put them right here, away from the 20s.
I put them away from the 20.
So if you have 20s, 10s, and everything else, you put this in a completely different spot.
What do you
Then
mean?
this is what you did. I'm gonna tell you. Tamaya, this is what's gonna happen. If I'm communicating with you, I already watched the video,
I understand
and I know
that.
your actions.
I
So I just want you to be set free.
I'm trying to be honest with
Okay.
you, but I'm trying
So,
to understand what
no,
you're
this is the truth.
Okay.
Because it's all in record, and the video exists, and I watched the video. So at 9:07, you grab cash from the drawer. This is just one example. There's several of them. You grab the cash from the drawer. You also grab the $200. You conceal. You go and get do a night the drop underneath where you put each $20 bill, right? But you keep the $200.
I keep the 200.
Yes, and then you go get
Wait,
your
sir.
cell phone. Hold on. Then your cell phone it's over here to the left of the counter. Then you get the cell phone, and you still have the $200 concealed underneath your cell phone.
Okay, sir. Now I'm gonna ask you. No, I'm not gonna ask you anything.
Yeah.
So when I do a safe job, before I do a safe job,
Yeah.
when I do a safe job,
Yeah.
and now that you said it was 9:07, so that means I was leaving at either 9 or 10.
Okay.
That's close for me to go home.
Okay.
So when I do safe jobs,
Yes.
I take my tip money out, I count my tip money
Yes.
out, and I keep my tip money with me.
Yes.
Now let me tell you how the gift card came about. So
No, but those are two
listen,
different
no.
transactions.
Listen
Yeah,
to me. I'm
those are-
trying to explain. I know it's two different things, but I'm trying to explain it to you. So when I was talking with my manager one day, right, she was telling me when I told her, like I get tips or whatever, and like when it's time for me to do my account, then that's when I take my tips out my account, right? She says, oh, why did that? She was like, that makes you look suspicious. She was like, actually don't do that because Carrie wouldn't like you taking your tips out the register. So whenever someone give you a tip, either just take it or you can just add all your tips up and put your tips on the gift card. So I'm like, oh, okay, put my tips on the gift card. So then when I started counting my tips, like close to the time that it was time for me to go or whenever I count my tips, and I put my tips on the gift card. So that way I don't have to drop any money in the I don't have to take any money. So it looks like I'm taking any money out of the drawer. And that's like I said, when you talk to the managers or the managers that each shift that
Officer
I was on,
Caraballo, can I borrow your brain for 30 seconds? A couple minutes. This is a real simple case.
Okay.
She was an employee at Wawa because we keep running around and I just don't want to waste anybody's time at this point. She was an employee at Wawa.
I ain't gonna lie, that sounds a little bit better than what she was saying before, but I don't know.
For 4 months, give or take.
I don't know.
Starting a fashion brand should not feel this impossible. Traditional print-on-demand platforms
Yeah, I don't
claim
know.
to support creators.
And who's a certified fraud examiner,
It sounds like she
does their
kinda
investigation,
did
they
herself
report it to the
good.
police.
Is that their in-service?
Inside,
Yeah,
they
so
do
they're specialists for the most part.
the specialists, and they have video. This is all being recorded, so I'm speaking to you the truth.
I understand.
There's video and there's receipts of, let's just say, almost every time that she's behind the drawer doing this. This is just one example. She cancels the Cardinal cigarette,
Okay.
the Cardinal cigarette, and the fruit bowl, right?
Okay.
It's $198.69 without tax.
Okay.
But in the same transaction, before it's closed out, she rings up a 50-cent cup of ice.
Okay.
And like I
So
said,
the
sir,
reason why she brings up a 50-cent cup of ice is because she tells the system,
That
hey, that
there's a cash
the
out.
drawer opens, she puts the $200 to the side. When she's done doing the drop, she goes to her cell phone with the $200, conceals it underneath the cell phone, and leaves out of camera with the $200. That's one example. There's a lot of receipts. There's a lot of receipts. Here alone, there's like 4 or 5. And then I have maybe 20 some receipts that she cancels 76 items in each of one of those receipts. And
See, I pay attention to body language. If I really ain't do that shit and it sound like she could have a case and fight it just based off what she said. If it's true that the lady said that she could put her tips, if she really gets tips and it, you know what I'm saying, you go back to the camera and see these people giving me these tips and count that shit out as they giving it to me. That's if that's true. But if I really didn't do this and I was sitting in the back of the police car being handcuffed, matter of fact, it wouldn't even made it there. I probably would have called the police on them because I would have been sitting in that office trying to explain to them, that ain't my baby. On the G. I would have had that energy with that guy. That ain't my baby. On the G.
she charges 50
It wouldn't have got to this. I wouldn't even ran. I would have got on their ass.
There is no way, because the video shows that nobody purchased a cup of ice. She had no reason to charge a cup of ice. There's no cup of ice.
And sir, like I said.
And she did it so many times that it raised a suspicious because they have an internal program that tells management that this is out of the ordinary.
Yeah, flagged.
It gets flagged.
It gets flagged.
So that's one incident. I spoke with management. She just said that she spoke with managers and told them about these tips or whatever. Nobody claimed that she communicated anything about tips. So the issue that I have as a police officer is, and I will look, you have 76 canceled items. I just picked 2. Almost all of them have video.
Sir, okay, I understand what you're saying. Can I talk?
Yeah.
Okay. But when he's trying to enforce that, I took the money, right? In order for me to void refund something out, you need a manager fingerprint. I don't know a manager fingerprint. So when he's saying I ring up a cup, I don't know.
You didn't void it, Tanaya.
Listen.
You canceled it.
Okay,
A void is different. You canceled it while the transaction was open. You're not being truthful.
Listen to me.
And
I'm not allowed. Okay.
You
okay,
can't. I watched you on the video.
Okay,
cancel it.
You didn't watch me on the.
Yes,
sir,
I did.
Sir.
I wouldn't lie to you.
Sir. I know that you're a detective, and I know you're not. Right?
No. It's the truth. I wouldn't lie to you. You cancel it.
You never watched me, sir. I'm telling you to your face. You never watched me on a video cancel an order. I'm telling you that because if you.
Those receipts.
Okay. I understand what the paper's saying, but on the video, even if
you're not even acknowledging that you wrong a couple of eyes.
The video, the stuff that he's talking about with me taking the money that's in the drawer, that's before. If you look at the evidence, that's before I knew about my gift cards, right? Anytime I got a tip and it was time for me to do a safe job, yes, I did take my money. But if you go over the records of Wawa, drawer count or whatever, my drawer never ever came up short because I always added my tips up, or I let my manager know my amount of my tips. She'll count my drawer and she'll do her job basically, and she let me, okay, it's okay. Now, like I said, I have, well, not just saying you can't do any, not necessarily saying you can't do anything, but in my proof, there's managers that I've worked with, that I've talked to about this situation when it was brought to my attention, and they all told me the same thing. If anything ever happened, let us know, because this isn't what they're trying to pin on me or what they're trying to say is not.
They asking you about the cups of ice, though.
What did she tell me to let you know? There is a manager there that I actually got into it with, to where she started doing like little funny stuff, and I kept track of that too. It's on my phone.
Okay.
She started doing like little funny stuff around my drawer, like taking money out my drawers, like little petty stuff, and she'll come on my computer. And also, every time I'm not on my drawer, right, I don't always log out my drawer. So if I leave my drawer, like if I leave my number in my drawer and somebody else come on my drawer, my name is still up there, just so y'all know.
Okay.
With his detective instinct, I know what it looks like, because my dad, he's a detective as well.
Sorry to cut you off. I don't want to interrupt you. Everything that we do in law enforcement is by articulation and facts.
Right.
We don't do anything out of a hunch.
I know, but I'm saying it's obviously a concern, because not a concern. It's obviously a matter, or I don't know how to explain it, but it's basically nothing really saying. Never mind. I don't know.
Maya, your dad's a police officer?
My dad is a detective, but Broward.
In Broward?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I speak with your dad?
No.
You don't mind, or you mind?
No.
You don't mind? Okay. Do you have a good relationship with dad?
He already told me, like, he already basically explained, like, what happened and how it looks and stuff like that. So I already know how you're picturing it, but...
Can I get Dad's number? Would you give me the passcode to get? Does your phone have a passcode?
You know about Heart.
Two questions. One, what would you like for me to say to the state attorney's office about this whole incident?
I don't know what you can say. Well, you're gonna say what you.
No, I'm asking you an honest question. I already know what I typed, and he said it. It's articulation and it's facts. Okay. So okay, you don't have anything.
That's your job,
no problem.
right? That's
Number two, please explain to me why you charge 50 cents of a cup of ice over 25
sir,
times.
like I said, I was not trained on the register.
Timaya, it's a simple question.
A lot of problems. I do not.
Timaya, that's not a problem. It's over 25 times.
Okay.
You charge
and that's where, and then if they see, that's where someone should have talked to me and asked me, you know, what am I doing? That why does that keep coming up and saying that? I don't know. I was not trained on the register for me to even know how to even ring up a cup of ice. A cup of ice, you can't scan a cup of ice.
You were very smooth on that register. You were extremely smooth on that register. You were very good.
It's not, sir. Like I said, I was not trained on the register. I paid attention to other employees to where I know how to take the money, put the money on the gas, and do my job. That's all I know how to do.
The POV shows what's on there.
It does. And like I said, when you're on the
How many transactions we have?
He said 76.
There's 76 canceled.
So over 76 times, you never saw like, hey, there's a cup of ice here. I never rang that up.
I don't know, sir. I don't know how to ring up a cup.
All right.
You don't sell.
We're done. I appreciate your time. I'm gonna do a couple of things. Number one, I'm gonna call Dad and just have a cordial conversation with him. Maybe I made something, as long as you're okay with that. And then number two, I'm gonna clarify with you that management. I spoke with management.
You didn't sir. The managers that you just called are never on my shift to confirm that.
Hold on. I didn't finish. I spoke with the head guy, the second, and the for that. I am going to call them on Monday, and I'm going to follow up on your statement that you spoke with Yolanda, and that you couldn't remember the other manager.
Her name is Raynon. And I spoke with her about
Yolanda Raynon. Okay. I am going to follow up on
that. And those are the people that I was on their shift. Those are the people that you call. I was never on their
shift. I am going to follow up on that.
Okay.
I still have a question, and I don't understand the cup of ice over 25 times. Well, you did it. I don't understand why you did drops concealing $200 underneath your phone.
Listen to this. How could you tell me that I dropped
I saw you.
$200? Did you see me count every 20?
It's separate.
It's separate?
It's all separate.
What do you mean it's
you
separate?
Have $200.
When you have 20s in your hand, I'm doing a job, I take every single 20. So how could you sit here and tell me that I took specifically $200?
Because I saw you put them to the side.
You saw me put them to, if I grab, like you said, if I grab a drop of 20s, it's a whole bunch of 20s in my hand, right or wrong. How could you specifically say I took $200 if there's a whole bunch of 20s in my hand? How would, even if one of those 20s slipped up or anything, how could you say that I took the $20 if all the 20s
I'm sorry,
are
I'm not following what you're saying.
Me either.
This customer gave you $200 in 20s.
Sir, I don't want to talk about
you put them, have a nice.
I get what she's saying. So, if that transaction happened earlier in the day, whatever time of the day, how could you see, unless you specifically seen me count out the 200 slide it to the side? I get what she's saying. So, it would have been nice to see the footage of that, because then I would have been able to tell you, sweetheart. But I get what she's saying. It's like, did you see me? Maybe she's asking that because she knows she's not on camera doing that, counting out the 200. So how do you know that what I put to the side was $200? You just know that little 20 on top had 280 under it. I mean 180 under it. Like, be fucking for real.
No problem. Thank you. Have a nice night.
I don't know.
All right.
I guess she has some type of strategy a little bit, maybe.
Timaya was charged with 1 count of felony grand theft and 1 count of felony organized scheme to defraud.
Damn. That sucks. You gotta be smarter than that. Anyways, that concludes this theft video, this investigation. I like investigating stuff, y'all, because I get up in there. I feel like I could be an investigator for real. I think I'm gonna start watching reacting to more videos that requires me to help out with the investigation, even though they can't hear my opinions and my thoughts. It's just nice to do, you know, because I just do that automatically. I be peeping, I be looking at the body language, they line. Yeah. But anyways, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Turn on y'all post notifications so y'all can be notified whenever I post. Until next reaction, we out.